Hi, welcome to the show. I am Atika Farooqui. I will start with a quote given by Indira Nui, and she said that one important attribute of success is to be yourself. Never hide what makes you, you. Back in the year 2000 when Refugee had released, Kareena was a different person, and in these 22 years that she has transcended into a different human being, we have seen her go through a lot of scrutiny, we have seen go through a lot of adulation, a lot of fanfare, and also this unique image for herself where she can add a lot of innocence and vulnerability to her characters that you almost want to protect those characters. This is not just only acting chops, that is one quality that makes her, her. Now what is that? यही बताएंगी हमको. Hi Kareena.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So you have given us dialogues worth using and worth using in conversations that add spice to our conversations. So thank you for that. And secondly, you also taught us, Kareena, a lot of vanity. You taught us how to take ourselves seriously.
Yeah.
You taught us to dress up well. But in the last few months, I have seen that you have sobered down a lot.
Yeah.
Why so? How does that reflect on your state of mind?
No, I think that it's just one person. Sometimes you just get more relaxed, and you have to have a balance between like the work life, personal life. So I'm always like as real can be. That's just me. I don't like to I'm not like putting up an act or changing for someone. I'm just like the way I am, and I think that's what even people love about me.
Yeah, but then maximum people would still think that the real Kareena is Pooh, and the real Kareena is Geet.
But
quite contrary to it, you're not that person.
No, I think that those characters were so they were so iconic. Like people loved their dialogues, loved Geet's personality, or whether it was Pooh. So I think it kind of just had such a huge. It just goes to show that 20 years later, also the impact of those characters are still there.
But not just how they were written, they were also performed so well that they become synonymous to you as an actor.
Yeah, of course. That's that you have to. I think when good actors kind of do parts, you have to own the part.
Own the part.
You have, like people should say that, oh God, I can't imagine anyone else.
True.
Playing the part other than her.
That's true. That is what makes you you. So I will start with Lal Singh Chadda. So she plays Rupa in the original Forrest Gump that you would have definitely seen. The girl is Jenny. She has a small role in the film. I mean, in terms of the minutes, the duration of the role. But actually, the entire film is about Jenny. Yeah. Tom Hanks is running and running and running because Jenny tells him to run, and also because he is after Jenny for the whole of that time. So this is a very unique phase in an actor's life, Kareena, where the duration of the role doesn't matter. So, how does this film, Lal Singh Chadda, add to your repertoire of films?
I think that the fact that it's such an iconic film, and Jenny was such an iconic character because she was not a character that's black or white. She was quite grey.
Yeah.
And to have a love story like that with such an innocent person like Forrest, that's what was also the USP of this kind of love story. And that's how Lal and Rupa, and I can't imagine anyone else apart from Amir. And Rupa's character, I think he was very sure that he wanted me to play that part.
You only, yeah, true.
And because I think there is a certain a certain vulnerability hai,
like I said, you want to protect
character.
That girl. True.
That when you see her on screen, you're literally, you have to root that for Lal and Rupa. Okay, I hope they are together in the end. True. I hope, in that, it's that kind of a love story.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, I've always played these characters, like you said, which was positive, where there's Geet, there's Pooh, there's things like that, but there's not been like this grey kind of character in a long time. So it's actually the role that I wanted to play.
True.
Apart from anything else.
Yeah, Jenny in that movie is actually a victim of violence, domestic violence. She's also a victim of drug abuse. She's a confused girl. She can't make her decisions. And along with Tom Hanks, along with Forrest, even the viewer wants to protect her. That's exactly
what
idea.
Takes the film. Here, obviously, we've shown it and tweaked it for the Indian audience.
Right.
But you still will want to protect her.
I still remember that song, Pardesi, Pardesi Jana Nahi. My God, Kareena, I grew up on that song. Your sister, Kareena Kapoor and Amir Khan were these iconic, this pairing was one of the most iconic pairings. Raja Hindustani, back in the 90s. And you have worked with Amir in 3 Idiots, Talash, and spent a lot of time. I think now you've come to a point in life where you can actually read each other's minds also on the set. So, from your point of view, which we might not know of, tell us what are the things that are unique to Amir as a talent?
Amir's mind is very unlike any of the minds that I've ever, kind of worked with. He truly is a very unique person. He truly is, I would say, a complete genius in his own, in his own way.
Yeah.
The way he just comes from a different direction. His wind blows from a different direction. He just kind of, everything, like the dedication, the passion, the kind of love that he has for his films. From Raak to Lal Singh Chadda. I mean, I think no one really knows the real Amir Khan because you've never really seen him ever on screen. You've just seen his characters.
True.
And he's always just made those characters his own, I mean, you can't take out the character from, Tare Zameen Par and put him in Lal Singh Chadda or vice. That's Amir Khan's USP. And
That's true.
I think his mind is his brilliance. So he's someone who's, I mean, to make this film is like, a film like Forrest Gump, and own
roughly
it and
15
make it
years
your
he's
own.
been at it.
So I think that is very brave of him. And Amir has always been very brave as a person, as an actor. He's somebody who's very sure-footed of himself, that this is what I want to do.
Yeah,
As an actor also, he has his feet firmly on the ground. He knows exactly how, he's thought about it. He knows how he wants to play it. Everything is very thought of. Working with him, I mean, I've seen him since I've been 12 years old. I mean, I've known him for like 30 years now. I mean, I've seen him, but I've just seen like him grow from like, I don't know, from like strength to strength, whether it's Andaz
From
Apna
respect
Apna,
to
Raja
respect,
Hindustani.
yeah.
I think that he truly is an institution in his own way, and I've been very, very lucky to have done such good work with Amir, like 3 Idiots and Talash. I've played different characters, and now in Lal Singh Chadda. I'm always very honored and humbled to be with him.
Yeah.
And learn so much, just watching him.
Yeah. You've said several times that never let go of an opportunity where you can learn something from someone.
Yeah, of course.
I was watching one of your old interviews at the time of Refugees release, and also your earlier films where your performances are always they're laced with excitement.
Yeah.
Your dialogue delivery is always very high soul.
Yeah.
And then come to Urta Punjab, and
Yeah.
there are a lot of pregnant pauses that you employ as an actor to make a point now, which were not there earlier. So there is a transformation between your personality, your life, and your acting techniques also. What is that technique?
No, I think to grow as an actor, you have to grow as a person as well. And if you have a career of 22 years and you started at a young age, there will always be that growth. And if I'm still going to be doing those bubbly characters with overexcitement, I mean, I'm not that
You're not
person.
growing.
I'm not.
True.
I have to grow as an artist. I have to grow as an actor. Acting is something that I love doing. It's my passion. It's my dream. I've always wanted to, be in front of the camera. But I've also to know that to sustain this career, one has to grow from strength to strength. Otherwise, it's not possible to kind of, just be here and do the same thing. So the idea is to grow as an artist also, as a person also. And I think that calmness comes with age, it comes with maturity, it comes with experiences that you have of your own, And I've been one person who's never taken her success and failure both very seriously.
True, but there is one change that men and women feel in their personalities as they age. Men start taking risks more often in their 40s. They're not afraid of financial failures. And the change that women go through is the less fear of judgment. उनको लगता है ठीक है यार नहीं पसंद करेंगे ना मुझे कोई बात
of
नहीं.
course.
But in your 20s you're a people
Of course,
pleaser.
but at that time you want to prove yourself. And now it's more like you have to, kind of deliver also to constantly be, get that love. Now it's about playing different roles, about not different films, choosing different scripts, trying to do different things that you know, people will enjoy watching. And now, of course, in today's day and age, it is about that. Script is the hero of the film.
Script is the hero. Yeah, yeah. You're doing several other things apart from mainstream movies also that I will talk about, which is so evident that you're paying a lot of attention to scripts and good performances, not just to blockbuster material. You know, we saw in the news that you and Saif and the entire family attended a Rolling Stones concert. I'm also a big fan of blues music and experiencing different kinds of arts. If you're an artist, it's a sure shot of winning proposition because it adds. Your husband, I have shot several good conversations with him, and he comes across as such a deep individual with such experiences. So he has been raised in boardings, both in India and abroad. He's known to be an avid reader of books, and he believes in life beyond movies. Yeah. And I can see those changes in you also, where you're taking interest in various other things. So tell me, what are the non-film activities, Kareena, that you've started doing the last 5 years that have added immensely to your craft?
No, I think that just generally, I think just kind of the content we watch, the kind of people we meet, it's not necessary it has to be from the same periphery. Okay. You know, we like, because of course Saif knows a lot of people, and even we have common interests in whether it's travel, whether it's in watching shows, whether it's not like going to big parties. I think these are things that like we now with the kids, we rather sit home and cook a meal. COVID has taught us to, you know, like where we enjoy cooking our own food and eating it. We love doing things like that. We involve, you know, Taimur also now. So it's about, you know, involving and being inclusive with, you know, your family also. That we enjoy doing. It's big parties, I mean, once in a while it's okay, but it's never been like something that's been high up on our agenda. And I mean, of course, I mean, like, it's not necessary we watch the same thing, but of course, Saif watches, like, now he started watching different kind of cinema, and, like different kind of content, the kind of shows.
He intellectualizes his roles also.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, like, I think that he has this reputation of like, everyone's like, Saif, he's an avid reader. But Saif's like, but why is it like such a big thing if I read books? I mean, like, aren't books to be read? Like, and he's like, I don't know why it's such a big thing. Because sometimes it's nice to like read, like he likes reading ghost stories, then he'll tell us about it, we have discussions about that. So it's like introducing you to different kind of things that you start enjoying apart from, you know, apart from maybe just movies.
Actually, you described him in such amazing detail. I'm sure you know that intelligent women and accomplished women find Saif very sexy.
Oh, I'm sure. No, generally also, I hope all women do.
So what is your reaction to, I mean, how do you respond to it? Or what do you feel about it?
I mean, he's an actor, you know. He's somebody who's like, I mean, of course, he's also grown so much from, you know, when he started, when he was 18. But I've always had that thing that I'm happy that if women really like Saif, because, you know, I mean, of course, he is charming. He has, you know, probably is, I think, the only actor who looks great in a suit. Yeah, I think that, you know, when he dresses up, that's why I think he has the confidence that he doesn't need to dress up all the time, and he's most of the time hanging around in his kurta pajamas, which he loves. But I think that, so he has certain qualities that I think it's just, I've just probably seen in Saif.
Yes.
But I'm happy. I think most women, I hope they like him and love him because
he's also an actor.
He's an actor, and that's also part of his profession, no? So it's so important.
True. I think a boarding upbringing has a lot to do with it.
Of course.
Would you contemplate sending your boys to the boarding too?
Oh God, right now I think no, they're too small, so I can't imagine, like, you know. Sending them. That time was also very different. Today, you know, like parents, like, I mean, we love being with our kids.
True.
It's, we look forward to that. This time is the time that we can give them.
Your mother, Babita ji, raised 2 children while she was a leading lady. Your mother-in-law, Sharmila Tagore ji, raised 3 children. What is the art for an actress to be desirable, even though she's somebody's wife and somebody's mother?
I think that knack is just there, you know. I think it's just you either have it or you don't, you know. I don't know, because कोई सोच के तो नहीं desirable बनता है. Because वो दिखता है कि आप सोच रहे हो और, you know, ऐसे कपड़े पहनते हैं, ऐसे जिम के videos लगाएंगे, ऐसे इतना look, you know, like sexy or something like that, and ऐसे थोड़ा it's not thought
No,
of.
no.
I think the fact is उस ज़माने में तो सोचते नहीं थे कि क्या है. I think just the fact that you know that unattainable एक quality होती है.
Yeah.
You know जो कोई stars में अब तक है. तो I think वो एक quality है. You know it's just there. But I don't think people who don't try too hard na they
They are
become
sexy.
utter.
They look.
I think so. Na? It doesn't matter okay, what she's wearing.
Yeah.
I think some people can wear practically like you know the
True.
smallest of clothes, but it's not necessary. It has
That
to be
is
very attractive.
Very true.
You know,
Very true.
it can be. I think like a woman in a sari can just be looking so elegant and yet at the same time as desirable. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just the way.
So not
It
trying
can.
too hard is the
I think
reason
so.
why one
Yeah.
comes across sexy. With 22 years of experience and having done so many roles, it's very difficult to retain innocence even on your face.
Yeah.
Even at 40, for a woman to look, wow, she's so cute.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing to attain
Yeah,
in
of
terms of a
course.
performance.
Yeah.
That's why you're Rupa in Lal Singh.
Ek innocence is important for every actor to have on screen because it just the camera just captures everything, you know. So that I don't know. I always try to keep that, you know, even if it's a grey character, even if it's just there has to be that एक likability होनी चाहिए screen पे. When you see yourself and when the audience I feel see you on screen,
Yeah.
it's very important for them to like you.
Like
And you know, the audience also they know that when you're actually faking it and when you're not.
they know, yeah.
वो एक कैमरा को भी पता चलता है और ऑडियंस को भी पता चलता है.
वही बात.
तो आई थिंक दैट I think it's just there.
It's there, actually.
I
It's
always
worked for
want
you.
to like maintain that in my characters and anyway because I'm very real in my personal life. I
Yeah.
think वो हो जाता है. Screen पे भी दिख जाता है.
दिखता है. That is one rare quality about your performances, Kareena, that you come across as a very vulnerable person that face on screen. And lastly, you being the granddaughter of Raj Kapoor Sahab and you yourself being an actor of repute, is there any one film of your grandfather, Mr. Raj Kapoor, that you would like Amir Khan Productions to make and you star in the lead?
Oh
A
God,
film
I
that
think there'll
requires
be
so much detail that only Amir Khan should produce it.
Yeah, no, I think, I don't know, he was such a, he was just such a great filmmaker. So if you pick any one of his films, I mean, there would be, Barsat, there's Avara, there's even a Mera Naam Joker. I mean, I think actually I would love to see Amir in that part.
And yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, me in any one of the roles are like, I mean, it's like a dream, no? Because I think the way, like,
it's a
he
shame that
captured
it hasn't
that.
happened till now.
Yeah.
I think you being
No,
Raj
but I
Kapoor
think
Sahab's granddaughter.
you needed him only to kind of present this. He presentation
producer
and
like
the
that.
way he kind of did it at that time was very different.
But I see you dancing like Megaliyan ye
Yeah,
chawara.
yeah.
Imagine if
Prem
you
was
would-
also a classic. It's one of my favorite films.
Great. So awesome, Kareena. What a lovely time I had conversing with you. Apart from being intriguing and a very likable person, she's also a sound head on her shoulder, which I quite like about you. And thank you so much. And we are
Pleasure.
going to watch Lal Singh Chadda in the theatres in a cinema hall near you. Thank you.
Thank you.